Cuando alguien
Okay,
empiece
please.
a grabar, ya, empezaremos.
Okay, it's magic. Yeah.
Es mágico.
So, all right. So, with the help of Hashem, we'll do Musar.
Con la ayuda de Hashem haremos Musar.
All right. And so, I want to get to something that's kind of somehow a continuation of yesterday and the day before.
Quiero tocar algo que será una continuación de lo visto ayer y el día antes de ayer.
Okay. So, 2 days ago, we did about this something that can propel us upward into the highest realm of tshuva. I mean,
Algo que es
2
posible
days
que
ago we
los...
did. Please forgive me. 2 days ago we
Ok.
did.
Hace 2 días vimos algo que es capaz de propulsarnos, elevarnos a los más altos niveles de la Teshuvah.
Okay, and we had King David was an example for us, and
Y vimos al rey David como un ejemplo para nosotros.
okay, all right, and then but yesterday we had more like what can a person do to gain the help of Hashem?
Pero ayer vimos más qué es lo que la persona puede hacer para lograr la ayuda de Hashem.
Okay, overall this was to emulate Hashem. That's the overall.
Y de manera general, el propósito era emular a Hashem.
Right, at least appreciate these qualities, aspire to these qualities.
Al menos aspirar a tener estas cualidades.
Okay, and that was the attributes of mercy.
Y eso debido al atributo de misericordia.
Okay, and so today I'm going into Rav Wolbe's exercises of kindness.
Y ahora entraré en los ejercicios de Rab Wolbe para la bondad.
Okay, because we did a week on this at one point.
Vimos una semana de esto en algún punto.
Right, but perhaps we got about maybe halfway through, maybe not even. I mean,
Y quizás llegamos hasta medio camino, tal vez no.
maybe not even. And but for now, I want to skip all the way to the end.
Pero por ahora quisiera yo saltearnos hasta el final,
Because I mean everything works in grades of difficulty kind of. I mean,
porque todo trabaja u opera por grados de dificultad.
so and so the highest quality will be, the last thing that Rav Wolbe will say will be ready the highest quality of kindness.
Entonces, would you say it again? Sorry.
The last thing Rav Wolbe would give exercises for
Lo último que Rab Wolbe daría como tarea de ejercicios
will be the highest quality of kindness. I mean,
será la parte más elevada de la bondad.
okay, and Rav Wolbe says so that this is the highest the highest kindness we know about.
Y Rab Wolbe dice que esta es la bondad más elevada que conocemos.
Okay, and this is also from the 48 ways. I mean,
Y esto también viene de los 48 caminos.
okay, so anyhow, but this is the 12th exercise that Rav Wolbe
Ita se
has
te
in
está
kindness.
yendo la voz.
Se me va.
Perdón? No, no entiende
Uh,
bien.
that they are not listening quite well to my voice.
Ay, ve, that's
Let
no
me
good.
see. Is it better?
Thank
¿Se
you.
mejoró?
Gracias.
Okay.
Gracias,
Sí,
Selma.
ya está un
Mm.
poquito mejor.
Okay.
Okay, gracias, gracias.
Gracias.
Now,
Okay, ahora.
okay, again, so from the 48 ways.
Esto viene de los 48 caminos.
Okay, and this is bearing the burden with somebody else.
Esto es llevar la carga con alguien más.
Okay, so now let's see what Wolbe has to say about this.
Y vamos a ver qué dice Rob Wolbe al respecto.
Okay, maybe it will take a day, maybe it will take 2 days, we'll see.
Tal vez nos requiera un día o quizás dos, ya veremos.
Right, and he says that he doesn't even know if he should really include it here, Wolbe says.
Y Rob Wolbe dice que él no sabía si realmente debiera incluirlo aquí,
Because it entails like a lot of perfection of character in order to do this right, it seems.
porque parece que esto requiere ya la perfección de muchas otras cualidades del carácter para lograr hacerlo bien.
Okay, and this is, and he says this is from the 48 ways.
Y él dice, esto es de los 48 caminos.
Okay, so if a person can do this, 48 ways acquire
Entonces,
Torah. If you develop this quality, you come closer to Torah.
entonces si uno logra estos 48 caminos, te acerca más a la Torah.
Right, but I meant specifically this quality of bearing the burden.
Pero me estoy refiriendo en específico a la cualidad de llevar la carga con otro.
Right, but what you're saying is true. All the 48 ways also. I mean, but today that's the subject here.
Aunque es cierto que son todos los 48 caminos, solo que este es el tema de hoy.
He says is the root of all the mitzvahs, all the everything, all the good things between man and man. This is the root of them.
Aquí estriba la raíz de todo lo bueno entre hombre.
Okay, and also in the thing of emulating Hashem, this is the root. This is the root of that. It's that also.
Y también es la ruta para emular a Hashem.
Okay, and he's going to give some examples where we see that Hashem, where we see this in relation to Hashem.
Y también proporciona algunos ejemplos en donde podemos ver cómo emular a Hashem.
No, where we see this quality in relation to Hashem.
Perdón. Ejemplos donde vemos esta cualidad en Hashem.
Very good. And so one example is that in the Torah it says that during the give that that we received the Torah there during the giving of the Torah it says there.
Un ejemplo es durante el momento en que se entregó la Torá.
All right, so we all of us, all the Jewish people, we looked up into the heaven there.
Todos nosotros los judíos volteamos hacia el cielo,
Right, but what did we see in the heaven there?
pero ¿qué vemos en los cielos ahí?
Right, it turned out that there was up there in the heaven there were bricks.
Pues resulta de que allí en el cielo había ladrillos
And they were made out of sapphire. Okay.
y estaban hechos de zafiro.
So which explains what are we doing? What are we doing up there with bricks? What are they doing up there?
Entonces, ¿qué estarían haciendo allá arriba con ladrillos?
It says here, Rashi in the Rashi comments there, or it comes really from the Talmud.
Bueno, pues el comentarista Rashi, desde el Talmud,
That the bricks were up there because in the slavery, the bricks ended up there in heaven because in Egypt we were doing slavery.
él dice que los ladrillos estaban allí porque en Egipto nosotros estábamos en esclavitud
And we were busy building, constructing the pyramids with bricks and stuff.
y estábamos ocupados construyendo las pirámides con ladrillos y cosas así.
And so when we were, so therefore up in heaven, there were bricks there also laying around.
Así que en el cielo también había ladrillos,
In order to remind Hashem of our slavery.
de manera que Hashem fuera recordado de nuestra esclavitud.
That it should always be that he didn't lose sight that we're in slavery, of our slavery.
Que no se le perdiera de vista que estábamos en esclavitud.
Okay, but it says that when we were redeemed, so then they turned into sapphire. I mean,
Pero se dice que cuando ya fuimos redimidos, entonces se convirtieron en zafiro.
somehow that expresses that how the happiness that Hashem had for the redemption, for the fact that we were redeemed.
Y eso expresa la felicidad que Hashem mostró porque fuimos redimidos.
So that means this is really the peak of our moment, the peak moment of our of our history.
Ese momento es la cúspide de la historia del pueblo.
And what and the whole, and therefore, I mean, just in that point, you had to have that's what we needed to see there, the bricks up in heaven.
Y eso era lo que necesitábamos, ver los ladrillos en el cielo.
Wolbe explains
Rab Wolbe lo explica.
that specifically this is the quality that we needed to know about.
Esta es la cualidad que necesitamos conocer.
That he bears a burden, he's bearing our burden together with us.
Que Él lleva la carga juntamente con nosotros.
Okay, and so Wolbe says it could have been many qualities Hashem could have revealed to us, but he specifically chose this one.
Rab Wolbe destaca el hecho de que Hashem pudo haber revelado cualquier cualidad, pero específicamente escogió revelar esta.
Right. So Wolbe says there's a connection between this somehow and the Torah itself.
There's a connection between what?
This and the Torah itself. I mean.
Hay una conexión entre esto y la Torah misma.
Right. Hello? I think you
Yes.
got cut off. Hello? Okay. I think in other place where Wolbe says.
Creo que en otro lugar Rab Wolbe dice
That really that we have to know we have to know what kind of Torah is this Torah.
Que nosotros debemos de conocer qué Torah es esta Torah.
This is a Torah of Hashem who bears with us, who is bearing with us the whole time.
Esta es la Torah de Hashem, quien nos respaldó o estuvo con nosotros todo el tiempo.
And so that will bring us closer to appreciating it.
Y eso nos acercaría o nos ayudaría a apreciarlo más.
All right, but here, let's see what Rav Wolbe says here anyhow.
Pero ahora vamos a ver qué dice aquí Rav Wolbe.
Okay, because that was also Rav Wolbe, but somewhere else he said that.
Aquello que acabamos de mencionar también era Rav Wolbe, pero en otra parte.
So the point of this is, he says, the point of the Torah itself is to bear the burden with us.
El propósito, el punto de la Torah misma es llevar la carga con nosotros.
And in order to bring us to succeed in life. I mean,
De manera que nos permita tener éxito en la vida.
so the Torah itself is Hashem's great love for us, for the people in the world.
Entonces, la Torah misma es el amor. Torah itself is love.
The great love that Hashem has for the people in the world.
El gran amor que Hashem tiene para la gente en el mundo.
He brings other examples, but I'm skipping over maybe other 2 or 3 I'm skipping over for now.
Da otros ejemplos, pero me los estoy salteando por hoy.
All right. Anyhow, he brings down here a commentary. This is a statement for the sages, and it said in the Talmud.
Bueno, dice aquí un comentario por los sabios, así lo dice en el Talmud.
That when a person suffers,
Que cuando una persona sufre,
then what is the presence of Hashem? What does it say?
¿qué es lo que dice la presencia de Hashem?
It says, "My head hurts, my arm
Dice,
hurts."
mi cabeza me duele, mi brazo me duele.
Right, and even right, and we should learn from, and this is even for wicked people that are suffering.
Y esto aún es para, o se dice por las personas malvadas cuando están sufriendo.
And how much more so for righteous people?
Cuanto más por la gente justa.
Right, and another place where Wolbe says Hashem is closer than anybody who's close to a person. Another place where Wolbe says.
Y en otra parte, Rav Wolbe dice, Hashem está más cercano a una persona que otra persona.
That anyone is close to them.
Que cualquiera otra.
Maybe even he's closer to a person than a person is to themselves, even somehow.
Hashem está más cercano que cualquier otra persona a la persona, pero quizás también más cercano que la persona misma a sí mismo.
All right. So now let's see what Rav Wolbe says about this here.
Entonces veremos qué es lo que dice Rav Wolbe.
So Hashem has pain, and anybody that is suffering, and
Y lo mismo es para cualquier persona con dolor o que esté sufriendo,
even for a wicked person.
aún para una persona malvada.
And not only, and as if, and on somehow in an equal measure to the person themselves is suffering.
De alguna forma, de la misma manera que la persona esté sufriendo.
Okay, so I'm skipping over. He has another example. I'm skipping over the other example here.
También me voy a saltear otro ejemplo que viene acá.
So a person could ask, where does it say in the Torah that we have to do such a thing?
Las personas pudieran preguntar, ¿y dónde dice en la Torá que tenemos que hacer cierta cosa?
Okay, well, no, this thing, bear the burden with somebody else.
Bueno, esta cosa de llevar a cabo o cargar las cargas con otro o
Okay,
de
well,
otro.
right. So we know, listen, the Torah tells us to go in the ways of Hashem.
Bueno, sabemos que la Torá nos indica que vayamos por los caminos de Hashem.
Okay, and I'm saying, let's say for a Noachide, so perhaps it's not one of the 7 mitzvahs. I mean, whatever.
Para uno ágida no es uno de sus 7 preceptos.
Perhaps, but we understand that ethically it's the right path. I mean, that you can figure out.
Bueno, pero sabemos que éticamente se puede deducir que eso es bueno,
It's the right way. It's the right path for a person.
que es el camino o la senda correcta para la persona.
And I'm sure we'll see as what he's going to explain, but I'm sure it's also a big life-giving thing. But we'll see. But we'll be able to explain.
También vamos a ver que Wolbe nos dice que es algo, un dador de vida, algo grande como dador de vida.
But we'll see. We'll see. Ready?
Pero lo veremos luego.
All right, and because this is from the essential man ways that Hashem conducts Himself in the world.
Porque esto proviene de las formas esenciales de cómo Hashem se conduce en el mundo.
And so therefore, this should be an essential part of how we conduct ourselves.
Y ahí que deberá ser parte de la forma esencial de cómo nosotros nos conducimos en el mundo.
Okay, so he says overall, it's not so easy to do this thing.
Bueno, pues, resumiendo de manera general, esto no es tan fácil de llevar a cabo.
Because you have to enter into, kind of another person's place, enter into their shoes, kind of.
Porque es casi como adentrarse uno en los zapatos de alguien más.
Until you really feel the other person's pain.
Hasta que podamos sentir el dolor de la otra persona.
Right, and maybe a lot of people say, even they may say this thing, I feel your pain, whatever. People will say this thing. people will say it,
Hay gente que luego dice, oh, yo siento tu dolor,
but they really feel the other person's pain.
pero ¿realmente sienten el dolor de la otra persona?
Right. And this entails not just about pain, this entails what Wolbe says.
Y esto no nomás es sobre el dolor, dice Raúl.
Okay. Also, when another person's, if another person has success and whatever, to feel another person's success also, be happy for another person's success too.
Cuando la persona experimenta éxito, podamos sentir el gozo, el gusto, celebrar el éxito con la persona que está teniéndolo.
Right. And okay, because we learned that also from the brick, that the brick turned to sapphire. We learned from there too.
Porque eso aprendimos del ladrillo que se convierte en zafiro.
Okay. And so to really be able to reach the highest quality in these things, to really feel somebody else's thing as if it's your thing, that's already greatness.
Llegas a sentir lo de otro como si fuera propio. Eso
Yeah,
ya es grandioso.
there's greatness in that. Okay.
Hay grandeza en ello.
And it says, he brings example. He says the Chafetz Chaim, when he was older,
Y cita el ejemplo de cuando el Hafetz Haim ya era mayor de edad,
he wouldn't sit on his couch.
él no se sentaría en su sofá, en su couch,
On his couch, because he passed away in 1933. I mean, right when Hitler came to power over there.
Él murió para el 1933, justo cuando Hitler subió al poder.
Right. So people could see already, before that, people could see already the direction where things are going in the world.
Ya para ese entonces las personas podían ver hacia dónde se dirigía el mundo, la dirección que estaba tomando.
Right. So he refused, he would not sit on his couch.
De allí que él no se permitía sentarse en el sofá.
And he said, the people in the world are struggling. I'm going to sit on my couch.
Él decía, si la gente en el mundo está batallando, yo me voy a dar el lujo de sentarme en el sofá, en el sillón ese.
Okay. I could bring other example. I mean, Rav Aaron Mibels. I mean, I bring a different example for myself. I mean,
Y yo también puedo citar otro ejemplo para mí mismo, o de mí mismo.
how Rav Aaron from Bells. I mean,
Como el rap de Bell,
his name is Rav Aaron of Bells.
su nombre es Rab Aarón de Bell.
So after he managed to during the Holocaust, he managed to get to Israel. I mean,
Como en medio del holocausto él logró llegar a Israel.
but he did not sleep in a bed until the whole thing was over. Until a long time after, he never slept in the bed. He always slept on the floor. He didn't.
Pero nunca durmió en una cama. Nunca se lo permitió a sí mismo hasta que se acabó todo lo feo del holocausto,
He
durmió
always
siempre en
slept on
el
the
suelo.
floor. He said, "How many other Jews are? Where are how many other Jews out there sleeping on the floor? So I should sleep in the bed."
¿Cuántos otros judíos están durmiendo en el suelo? ¿Cómo he de dormir yo en la cama?
All right, and he brings Wolbe brings here a story about his father-in-law.
Y Rab Wolbe cita aquí una historia de su suegro.
That his father-in-law was killed in the Holocaust by the Nazis.
Su suegro fue asesinado durante el Holocausto por los nazis.
He was a very big tzaddik.
Era un gran tzadik.
Anyhow, so he was visiting in Warsaw for whatever reason. He had to go to Warsaw, and he was visiting from his family there in Warsaw.
Por alguna razón, el suegro de Rab Wolbe tuvo que ir a Warsaw. Ay, no me acuerdo cuál es la ciudad. ¿Varsovia? No.
What? Warsaw is
I'm
Poland,
trying.
the capital of Poland, Warsaw.
Bueno, es la capital de Polonia. Y se quedó con unos familiares.
So he was sitting with his family there.
Y estaba allí sentado con su familia.
And then he looked at his watch.
Y volvió a ver su reloj.
And he started singing, and then he started singing. And then after he started singing, he started dancing.
Y después de cantar, empezó a bailar.
For a long period of time, he did this thing.
Pero por un largo periodo de tiempo lo hizo.
And the family was asking him, what are you doing all of a sudden? What is going on?
Y la familia le empezó a preguntar, pero ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces por tanto tiempo?
So he said, one of my students in the yeshiva.
Y él contestó, uno de mis estudiantes de la yeshiva
Is right now, he's getting married.
En este momento, él se está casando.
And I can't really rejoice, with him, together with him, because I had to be here, whatever it was, the doctors, whatever reason he had to be there.
Y yo realmente no puedo estar con él allá regocijándome por el asunto que lo llevó a ese lugar.
Right, but since he is happy,
pero ya que él está feliz,
because I know that he's happy in his wedding, he's happy, so I'm also happy now, because I know he's happy in his wedding.
Como yo sé que él está feliz en su boda, yo estoy feliz.
Wow, so that means that he was so felt whatever a student felt that he was happy together with student, even though he wasn't by the wedding.
Entonces podemos ver cómo, aunque él no estuviera en la boda, él podía gozarse con su alumno.
Right. He says it's possible that even to feel somebody else's pain is easier than to feel somebody's joy.
Y dice que es más fácil llegarse a identificar con el dolor de alguien que con su alegría.
Okay, and he says things like visiting the sick, comforting mourners, the basis is bearing the burden.
Y cosas como visitar a los enfermos o confortar a los de luto. Es la base. La base de eso es llevar la carga con ellos.
Okay, now there's another part here, but I don't want to start this next part because basically we're not gonna be able to do it. So then I'm gonna stop here for today, and we'll have a little, we'll have a little time for questions, and
Bueno, hay otra
then
parte que
we'll
no
continue
quiero
this part tomorrow.
empezar ahora para no dejarla a medias. Mejor veremos si no hay preguntas aquí.
Okay, but we could sum up. I mean, what did we learn so far from all this? I mean,
Bueno, podemos resumir qué hemos aprendido hasta aquí.
okay, that is that's a very special, special quality of kindness to really feel somebody else's situation.
Que hay una parte muy especial de la bondad en la que podemos sentir lo de la otra persona.
Right. And it doesn't claim that there's any actions involved in this in doing this. I mean,
Y no da por hecho que tenemos que realizar alguna actividad
right. It just
para
it just
lograrlo.
if you right. It's just that if you feel something strong enough, it automatically will produce actions. I mean,
Solo que cuando sentimos algo lo suficientemente fuerte, nos conmueve a llevar a cabo una acción.
okay, like Rav Wolbe's father-in-law, he started dancing.
Como el suegro de Ralph Wolbe, que luego empezó a danzar.
Okay, also we learned it's the highest emulation of Hashem. That we learned this.
Y también aprendimos que esto es la más elevada emulación de Hashem.
It's also like a surprising thing because
Y también es como sorpresivo,
you could say maybe that the biggest kindness of Hashem is that He makes somebody win the lottery. Maybe that's the biggest kindness.
habrá quien diga que la más grande bondad de Hashem es lograr que alguien gane la lotería.
But it doesn't say that's not it. The biggest kindness is to feel what somebody else is feeling, to feel another person.
Pero realmente la más grande bondad es llegar a sentir lo que la otra persona está sintiendo.
Okay, but we have to see why this is so. We have to see.
Tendremos que ver por qué es así.
Why is this so significant?
¿Por qué es tan significativo?
And there will help us with that.
Y Rab Wolbe nos ayudará con ello.
Okay, and now just okay. All right, so let's see about the questions.
Bueno, vamos a ver las preguntas. Rosana dice, ¿cuál es la parte más elevada de la bondad? ¿Qué significa llevar la carga con otro? What's the highest or most elevated part of
Yes.
kindness? And what does it mean to carry the burden of another?
Okay. We
Oh, she
attempted to
wrote it
answer
at the
that before.
beginning.
We,
Yeah,
we
lo
attempted to answer.
escribió.
Wait, let me just translate. Let me just translate what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
We attempted to answer this in the class. I mean,
Tratamos de contestar esto en la clase.
if it's still not clear, so then you could write. You could ask. Write in again as a question.
Si aún no queda claro, podrías volverlo a escribir nuevamente en pregunta, que fue
Okay.
muy temprano la pregunta. Alejandra, ¿por qué está escrito en las escrituras
Huh,
que Hashem recuerda la
right.
esclavitud? Hashem
Very
no
good
olvida
point.
nada. ¿Y cuál fue
Uh,
el pecado de tantos
yeah.
años de esclavitud? ¿Por
Excellent
qué
point.
no habían recibido la Torah?
Wait, I didn't
Muy
hear the end of
excelente
a question.
punto.
Wait, 1 second. The last part, ¿en cuál fue el pecado de tantos años de esclavitud?
What was
Oh, wait,
what,
that's a whole different type of question. It's not even part of the theme of the class. The second part of a question. Let's first answer the first part of a question.
Bueno, vamos a enfocarnos a contestar la primera pregunta porque la segunda parece que no forma parte del shur de hoy.
Right. The first part, it went off onto the different subject. The second part.
Mm, la, sorry, say it again.
The second part went into a different subject.
La segunda parte entró en otro tema.
So if we have time at the end, maybe we'll get back to it.
Si tenemos tiempo al final, quizás regresemos a esto.
Okay. But meanwhile, again, her
Pero
question
mientras
was.
tanto, su pregunta
Wait.
fue,
Again, say over the question already. Say
¿por
over
qué
it
está
again.
escrita en las escrituras que Hashem recuerda la
Yeah,
esclavitud?
very good. Yeah, I understand the question. Okay. Yeah, I remember the question. Thank you. Yes, I mean,
Sí.
it's a good question. Very good question.
Muy buena pregunta, Alejandra.
I think that, sure, Hashem remembers everything. Of course.
Claro que Hashem recuerda todo.
Right. The problem is with us.
El problema está con nosotros,
That we forget that Hashem doesn't forget.
que a nosotros se nos olvida, que a Hashem no se le olvida.
That we start feeling that Hashem forgot about us.
Nosotros empezamos luego a sentir que se le hemos olvidado a Hashem,
Because you can have a lot of suffering and a lot of troubles, and then you can start feeling, where is Hashem?
porque al tener tanto dolor, sufrimiento, problemas, decimos, pues, ¿dónde está Hashem?
Right? Like during the Holocaust and all that.
Como durante el holocausto y todo eso.
And King David says that our enemies always say, when we have trouble, our enemies say, where is Hashem?
Nuestros enemigos, cuando nos ven en problemas, dice el rey David que ellos preguntan, pues, ¿dónde está tu Dios?
My bread is my tears, it says there.
El rey David lo pone como, mi pan son mis lágrimas.
Right. Okay, go on. I hope
Sí.
that answers that. That
Ok,
answered that. Go on. See if there's more questions.
espero que eso ya haya contestado a Alejandra. Selma dice, wow, Hashem está más cerca a la persona que la persona misma. Qué hermosas palabras.
Right. I believe the source of those words is really the Zohar.
Creo que la fuente de eso en realidad es el Zohar.
Hashem is closer
Los-
than all who are all closer than the closest.
y lo dice, Hashem está más cerca que los cercanos.
Right. And to really connect to Hashem is called find Hashem in your heart.
Conectarse con Hashem en realidad quiere decir encontrar a Hashem en tu corazón.
This is how it's referred to in the verses. In the verses, there's a verse that says that.
Hay un verso que así lo dice, así se refiere.
And so that means Hashem is really there all along in your heart somewhere. Just the person has to find it.
Entonces quiere decir que Hashem todo el tiempo estuvo allí en tu corazón. La cosa es encontrarlo.
It's like when you lost a needle inside a haystack, you can't find it.
Es como cuando uno pierde una aguja en el pajar. Para encontrarla. Well, Rosana dice, Hashem se acerca a una persona malvada para ver si hace teshuvah.
Sure,
Is it
Hashem, yeah. Well, this rules of the closeness of Hashem to a person holds up even for a wicked person. That we see clearly.
Bueno, lo que vemos aquí claro es que la regla de que Hashem se acerca es válido hasta para una persona malvada.
Right, but this is it's a very great quality. If a person wants to emulate Hashem, then you have to empathize with a wicked person also, somehow.
Y, y aquí vemos que esto es una gran cualidad. Si la persona quiere emular a Hashem, entonces también debe de dolerse o sentir lo que carga un malvado.
What? You have to empathize. A person should empathize with a wicked person too. I'm not sure what you said. Maybe that's what you said. It's not clear to me.
Tiene que empatizar con un malvado.
As well.
También. No,
Not
no en
only
lugar de.
if you only empathize with a wicked person, then you're probably a wicked person too.
Si solo te muestras con empatía hacia los malvados, probablemente también seas un malvado.
Right,
Lo
and it doesn't
que
say
otra vez,
it doesn't mean to be nice to them, to give them gifts, and to act nice to them. That's not doesn't mean like that. I mean,
no quiere decir que tenemos que darles regalos o portarnos divinamente con ellos, con los
because then people will
malvados. Eso.
learn. Because then people will learn to behave. They'll also want to be wicked. Because if you give them gifts, I'll be wicked too. I mean.
Porque eso provocaría que otros deseen ser malvados. Si han de recibir regalos, pues les conviene ser malvados.
Right, but somehow this empathy, this quality of bearing the burden transcends all that somehow.
Pero de alguna forma, esto de empatizar con su dolor es parte de llevar la carga.
And we'll see more tomorrow, God willing. We're about to.
Y mañana, con la ayuda del Eterno y su voluntad, veremos más de esto.
Okay.
Bueno, entonces ahora, Selma, apreciado Rab, ¿podría contarnos cuáles son los impedimentos principales para llegar a este último grado de bondad? ¿Cómo podemos enseñar bondad en nuestro entorno? La falta de bondad es una de las mayores dolencias en el mundo. So, dear Rab, how can we get rid of the things blocking us from achieving this most high level of kindness?
Right.
How can we show this kindness in our dwelling?
Right. Well, we had a series of exercises of kindness. We did that for a week, or almost, a number of
Bueno,
days.
algunos días se los dedicamos a ejercicios para la bondad.
And we did that for a number of days.
Lo hicimos durante varios días.
So, work on those things. Work on that and work on those things. That's the starting point.
El punto de partida sería trabajar en esas cosas.
And then, like, and Wolbe's way is to build step by step. That's all.
Y la manera de Rav Wolbe de construir paso a paso.
Each empathy, each act of kindness builds, is a step in the right direction.
Cada empatía, cada acto de bondad es construir en la dirección correcta.
Right, and I have no idea. I have zero idea how the great people were able to empathize with wicked people. I have zero idea.
Y yo tengo cero idea de cómo los grandes pudieron empatizar con los malvados.
But we'll see. Maybe we'll try to understand it more tomorrow because Wolbe talks about it.
Pero quizás podamos entenderlo más mañana, porque Rav Wolbe habla de ello. Bueno, ahora, Avid, Shalom Rabino, si uno ayuda a llevar la carga, ¿sería una forma de sociedad tanto espiritual como en la vida secular? This of carrying the burdens for another, could it also be taken into society just as we do it spiritually, to do it in the secular world or life?
There's no such thing as a secular world. The whole world Hashem created. There's no such a thing as a secular world. I mean, to us, I mean, whatever.
Para nosotros no debiera existir esta entidad aparte de mundo o vida
Right.
secular.
Every
Todo
every
es
person
parte
you
de
see,
Hashem.
sure, every person you see is another person that Hashem created.
Cada persona que tú veas es otra persona que Hashem creó.
In some way, he has a soul and all that.
Y en alguna parte tiene también su alma y todo lo demás.
If a person doesn't have kindness, is he a wicked person?
Si una persona no tiene bondad, ¿es malvada?
Uh, everybody has. We learned also from Rav Wolbe that everybody has one great positive quality.
Habíamos visto que todo mundo tiene una cualidad positiva grande.
And so that means that not every person is destined to be great in this area.
No todos están destinados a ser grandes en esa área.
Okay, so even somebody who's not so strong in this, he could be strong in a different area, in something else.
Entonces, alguien que a lo mejor no es muy grande en una área, lo sea en otra.
Right? So even if he doesn't have Bondad, maybe he has something else, whatever it is.
Entonces, aunque no tenga bondad, capaz que tiene otra cosa, otra cualidad. Okay,
100%. We don't have time. I don't have time anymore to read the questions. Just that 100%, the person could develop themselves in kindness. 100%. That's for sure.
100% que la persona puede desarrollarse en bondad. No tengo tiempo de leer todas las preguntas.
Read at 6:54. Read what Alexandra said.
Ok, Alejandra dice, en este atributo de bondad y empatía por los necesitados, entonces entendí que Hashem sufre con nosotros, pero el ser humano con libre albedrío no tenía ese atributo para ayudar en todos los sufrimientos, incluso en el holocausto. Well, it's a commentary. Es más bien como comentario. uh, in the kindness and being able to feel empathy for people in need, I understood that Hashem suffers with us, but humankind or the man with free choice uh, didn't have this attribute to help in every suffering, even including the Holocaust.
I don't know. I can't really follow the point 100%. I can't follow what she means.
Bueno, no, no entiendo al 100% qué es lo que dice, pero yo siento que más que pregunta es comentario. Moshe,
Maybe it's
Rab,
commentary. Maybe it
¿cómo?
is. I don't know. That's what I understand that you think it's a commentary.
Well, it doesn't have a question mark.
Okay, but maybe she forgot the question mark.
Dice, ya le digo que a lo mejor es comentario y no pregunta porque no tiene signos de interrogación. Y el Rab dice, pues, pudiera ser que se le olvidó. No sabemos nada. Si quieres
I don't
especificar, Alejandro. Ah, bueno, Moshe, Rab, ¿cómo una persona sabe que
Wait,
está
I want to
haciendo...
comment. I want
Oh,
to comment on what you said. I want to
perdón.
comment.
El Rab de todas maneras quiere
I
comentar
think
sobre lo
a
que
human
Alejandra
being,
dijo.
right? A human being connect, right? Of course, a human being can't have, bear the burden like Hashem can. Of course.
Claro que un humano no puede llevar la carga como Hashem puede.
Right, and if a person tries to feel all the pain of all the people in the Holocaust, then he'll end up in a mental institution pretty quickly.
Si una persona se esfuerza por tratar de llevar el dolor de todos los que sufrieron en el holocausto, seguramente terminará en un manicomio.
So, therefore, you're supposed to do according to the measure that you can find in yourself to do. That's all.
Se supone que lleves a cabo o hagas lo que puedes hacer.
Right, and for that you have to know yourself and to find the right measure. Right?
Y para ello tendrías que conocerte para encontrar la medida adecuada.
What is Moshe Tama? What does he say?
Bueno, ahora, ¿qué dice Moshe? Dice Rab, ¿cómo una persona sabe que está haciendo lo correcto aún en las peores situaciones que no parezca posible dicha acción? How can a person know that he's doing the right thing even in the midst of the worst situations where it seems que no parezca that such action is really possible?
What does the word dicha mean?
Such no parezca such action is possible.
What does peresca mean?
Looks like.
It looks like no
So,
peresca. It
so
doesn't
it
look
so
like
it won't look like
possible action.
such a
Dicha.
such action be possible.
I guess he means to empathize. It doesn't seem empathy is possible.
A ver, Moshe, entonces dice el Rab, ¿será que piensa que no es posible mostrar empatía en esa situación?
Right. Well, listen. To know if something's correct, you have to pray a lot to Hashem.
Para saber que algo es correcto, se requiere de mucho rezo a Hashem.
And then you have to measure your conscience and to see if you have any doubts or in your conscience.
Y luego tendría uno que valorar su conciencia
To see if you have any doubts.
para ver si tiene dudas.
If you can't get free of doubts, then you have to ask. You have to ask somebody, whoever you can ask.
Si uno no se puede librar de las dudas, entonces tendrá que preguntar.
Should you be kind to a cruel person? I don't know. In the Talmud it says if you're kind to a cruel person, in the end you'll be if you're kind to a cruel person, in the end you'll be wicked to a righteous one. In the Talmud.
Bueno, el Rab responde a la pregunta de que si uno puede mostrar bondad al malvado. Dice que en el Talmud está dicho que si uno muestra bondad con un malvado, va a terminar siendo cruel con uno bueno.
No, you'll end up being cruel to a righteous person.
Terminará siendo cruel con un justo.
Okay. And so you could say it looks like a contradiction. On the one hand, we say empathize, on the other hand, we say don't do kindness. So my conclusion is you empathize, but you don't do acts of kindness to him. That's my conclusion.
Aparentemente hemos caído en una contradicción de mostrar empatía con el malvado, pero no darle bondad o no exhibir bondad. Y mi manera de comprenderlo es que adentro de nosotros podemos sentir la empatía, pero no la acción de la bondad.
Right, I understand. So Selma said that, and that it's being translated from Portuguese. I understand. I understand that Alexandra it's translated from Portuguese. I understand.
Sí lo entiende el rap que lo de Alejandra está siendo traducido del portugués.
Okay, but, all right, we must finish up the class already.
Bueno, ya debemos terminar la
I think
clase.
hopefully everything is clear now. And
Espero que todo sea claro ahora.
okay, thank you for the translations. Thank you very much.
Gracias, Rap, por la enseñanza.
And be well, everybody. Shalom, everybody.
Que todos estén bien. Shalom.